Hey guys, it's Caleb from Rockblocks. Today in the shop we're working on the Maverick R. We've got a new trailing arm guard kit for it, so let's go ahead and show you how to install them. Here we have the tools laid out that you'll need for install. The tools that you'll be using today is a 10mm socket or wrench, an 11 or 7/16 socket or wrench, and a 4mm Allen wrench. Here we have the Maverick R tag kit laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your flap for that side, your support plate for that side, your inner and outer gaskets, your inner and outer mounting brackets, and the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Now let's head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the trailing arm on this Maverick R. We're going to begin by organizing our brackets with the gaskets that go along with them. This larger one is going to match with these holes. And then we're going to take our long bolts. We're going to put the small washers on them. I'm going to use a small washer on both the outside here. And then that's going to go through our flap, or through our bracket. On the nose, it will be the middle hole. In the middle, it will be the lower hole, and on the rear it'll be the rearmost hole. And that's going to go and mount on your arm like so, using the rubber spacers as gaskets, or as using the rubber spacers inside the arm here. It's going to keep tension right here, then one will sit right here, and the last one will sit right here. So to get started, we're going to start with the front two, because that's going to help set our alignment and help us get it mounted. And just dealing with all of that hardware. First will be the easiest, and then on the rear one you can slide in your last spacer from the back side. So we're going to get that started, and then we're going to take our inner gasket and our inner bracket. We're going to align that with the screws that we just put in. And take our gasket while holding this. I'm going to push it onto our screws like so. Screws. Now with those two in place, we've got it so that way it's fully clamping through on both, and we've got our screws started. It'll be a little tight, but you kind of just shift it around a bit and then you'll be able to get it. Make sure that you're grabbing the larger nylock nuts for the inside here. Don't mistake them for the M6, otherwise they won't fully thread on. These ones are a 1/4 20 thread, so make sure you grab the larger nuts for mounting the brackets. And now we've got our front two in place. We can take our last screw, place it through the bottom hole here, and now we're just going to squeeze our rubber spacer in between, and then we're going to put that through the bracket and the gasket like so. Grab our tool. That which it binds a little. You can always just thread the bolt through the other bracket. I'm going to take the last washer and the large nut and put that on the inside here. Now that's fully secure, you can kind of give your bracket a little rotate, and then it's going to clamp onto the arm right here, and we're just going to tighten all three of those down, forcing that to clamshell onto the arm. And then the bolts here with the rubber spacers are going to isolate it so that it's not riding and rubbing on anything in there. And it'll be nice and secure, and we'll have a nice mount flange for our tag flap. Go ahead, put the mount, nice and snug. Now those are nice, fully secured. We're ready to begin mounting our flap. We're going to mount it on the front side of our mount flange here. To do so, we're going to take our flap and our support plate. We're going to lift that up into position and take one of the 25mm countersinks with a dress washer, placing that through our mount flange, sliding it through our mount plate, and then finally through our trailing arm flap. Then on the front side, we're going to secure it with an 1 1/4" washer and an M6 lock nut. Once you get the one started, it'll hold that in place. You can let go. Now we're going to grab our second one and put it through just the same. There we go. Now we'll switch out our socket for the 10mm socket. With our 10mm socket and our 4mm Allen, we're just going to go ahead and tighten this down. You can set the rotation of your flap. It's a little bit of adjustment, so get it into the position that you like. I like to get it nice and straight with the body. And we'll get it straight with the inner arm right here. And we're just going to fully tighten that down. With that fully secured, that completes your install. You can repeat these same steps on the other arm. Thanks for watching.